Hello everybody, it's your old friend RJ City, and today I will be watching and reacting to all the intros from Judge Mills Lane. For those of you who are not familiar with the late 90s, first of all, one of the hottest things was these judge shows. They would take kind of these, they were real cases, but then they would sign to make them fake cases just for TV, and maybe they'd win like $5,000. Basically a game show disguised as a court. And those were very popular. There's a bunch of them. I think I'm going to be diving into as many of them as I can, number one. And number two, more popular than that, was Mills Lane. We could not get enough of this guy. I think he was a former boxing referee. He was in the Marines. And he was also, I think he did some wrestling crossover stuff because he was like legit, like the Michael Buffer. Like you thought of boxing, you thought of Mills Lane. He also, perhaps most famously, was the ref on Celebrity Deathmatch, which is probably something I need to get into too. But let's talk about his show, because I watched this and I thought as a child that this man was real and legitimate. So let's appreciate him, shall we? Without any further ado, all the intros to Judge Mills Lane.
He grew up in the country and in the Corps.
Yes.
He was a boxer, a lawyer,
Yes.
a prosecutor,
He
and
was
a referee.
jogging to the court. Was he late?
In the ring and in the courtroom.
He was there for the Tyson Earbite thing, of
A
course.
fighter and a family man.
Oh my
He's
God.
Mills Lane.
A fighter and a family man and a jogger. America's Judge. The fact that this guy is America's Judge says everything you need to know about America. Oh, okay. So the person who cut this does not remember. Great. Very spotty. He's still jogging. Who are these women? He's chasing children? I'll have a coffee, but I think you're hot. I'll blow you outside, out back.
Musicians from Hawaii are before this.
That's it. Those are all the intros. Oh my God. How can something that went by so quickly have so much packed into it? First of all, I have to say, he just keeps running. And I think that's the secret to old age. Keep walking, keep jogging, keep running around. He loved a power jog. It wasn't a sprint where he's got to get somewhere faster, but it's just merely indicating that he has somewhere to be. Because he's kind of just, it's not so much a run, it's more hopping up and down. So people see that you're moving very quickly, as opposed to, let's focus all our efforts forward. I think he's perhaps actually moving slower when he jogs than when he walks. He had the jacket over the thing. You know, that was great. And then he hopped up, and that final hero shot in the first intro there, he like hops into frame. It's like he's late. It was like 3, 2, and he was like 1. Oh God! And then he goes that, and then he does this, and then the thumbs up. So, okay, he was born in the country, which is, I mean, it always tells you the state of America. That people like how much middle America, how much the people watching daytime television hated cities. Basically, they always had to say that. You know, he's from the country. Oh, what a success story. He was on a farm. Incredible. Then he was in the Corps. And then he became a boxer, I guess. And then he probably wasn't that good and he decided to become a boxing referee. But I totally forgot. That's what kick-started his credibility. Because, first of all, boxing was very hot, number one. This was like really pre-UFC success. Pre-really the 90s wrestling boom. And the Tyson ear bite thing. He was there for that. His face was all over that thing. I'm sure he was on all the news shows and that whole deal. And then they thought, he calls things down the middle. You know, and there's that thing of him in his office, jacket off. Doesn't like to wear the jacket that much, but he's putting up his hands to show you that he once boxed. It's always good to let people know that. And he's a judge that'll also punch you in the face. And then in the second intro, he's jogging in front of a train. He's outrunning a train. That second intro, they obviously in the first intro they had the tagline, "He's America's Judge," but the second intro they're like, "Let's run with this. This is my favorite thing. He's America's Judge." These three women, also at the time, music groups with multiple men and multiple women was like the hottest thing. And then he's chasing children. It looked like he was running for office, which I'm sure he tried to do at some point. But oh my God, America, this was your judge. This was when this country meant something. When Judge Mills Lane was your judge. And also on Celebrity Deathmatch at the same time. You could have it all in the late 90s. You really, really could. That world does not exist anymore. These court shows are so trashy. You need to go back to basics. When there was a guy born in the country and in the Corps who also did boxing, refed boxing, and then outran trains while chasing children. Who was in charge of all the legalities in the world. Godspeed, Judge Mills Lane. Judge Mills Lane. Judge Mills Lane. What a horrible name. He should have changed that too. Godspeed, America's Judge.